What has opened up for you out of taking action in your business?
What I tell almost every entrepreneur or who would be is to follow your passion, fashion that, make sense out of it, put it into an economic model. But that is where the energy and the love is. And if you can satisfy that, force it into that model and let the model work, and you become successful at it, you're going to be a very happy person at what you're doing. Okay? And that's what happens. You don't know it on day one when you start out. You're hopeful, don't get me wrong. Your eyes are wide open and I'm doing my thing, right?
Yeah.
Or however you see it. But it comes clear to you as you're going through all of that effort. And the fact that, you've been up all night or 2 or 3 days or whatever the case happened to have been, or you had to do A, B, and C and deprive yourself of certain other opportunities because the need of the business, at the end you realize, boy, it's well worth it.
I like that.
Yeah, and you're quite satisfied with yourself.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Last one. So you might have not heard this before, but what do you want to be acknowledged for?
God had tried real hard and loved what he was doing. And did it with a certain level of humility. It's the name of the store is Babe. It's not Ted Hall.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I want it to be known as. I'm an employee of, I may be the president of Babe Incorporated, but that's not important. The important thing is that I want to service African American women primarily, people of color, women of color. And what I said from day one is if you trade up a little bit, I'll trade down on price a little bit, and perhaps we can meet in the middle. Because I refuse to sell my own people junk. Mm-hmm. And Black America is typically loaded with cheap stores. Okay? And so on that basis, that's why I've been around for 50 years.
Ted, I want to acknowledge you for supplying the Black community with quality merchandise. I want to acknowledge you for the pride and humanity that you bring to 52nd Street. I want to acknowledge you for enjoying what you do and sharing that with the community, and it resonates based upon the 50 years that you have been in the community.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.